tratar tipo como que un idioma, ¿me entendés? ¿Entendés?
Japan is home to terrifying rituals, and some of its scariest secrets lie in cursed games that summon spirits and test your sanity. Today, we're diving into the most cursed Japanese games you should never play, unless you want to tempt fate. Let's begin. Suuji Ura, known as the fortune game, is one of Japan's oldest rituals. Played at a crossroads, places long believed to be haunted, you summon spirits to learn your fortune. Some say players have ended their lives after hearing their terrifying fate. You walk to a crossroads after dark, carrying a comb and covering your face with a cloth. You run your fingertips along the comb's teeth 3 times while chanting, Suuji Ura, Suuji Ura. Grant me a true response. Then, you wait for a stranger to pass by. You ask them for your fortune. But there's one unsettling catch. This stranger may not be human. Witnesses report feeling a cold presence after playing the game and hearing eerie voices whispering their fates. Some have even been followed by figures long after the game ended. Will you risk finding out what the spirits have in store for you? Durasan, also called the bath game, is a chilling ritual where you summon a vengeful spirit who will follow you for an entire day. This spirit is said to be a woman who died in a horrific accident, slipping in the bath and smashing her head on the faucet. Now, her spirit seeks to haunt anyone daring enough to summon her. To begin, take a bath at night in total darkness. As you wash your hair, close your eyes and chant, Durasan fell down, over and over again. You'll soon feel something, someone, standing behind you. Do not open your eyes. Finish washing, leave the bath, and go to sleep. The next day, Durasan will follow you. You'll see her shadow out the corner of your eye, growing closer. To keep her away, you must say, Tomare, meaning stop, when she gets too close. To end the game, you must outsmart her by catching her at the right moment and shouting, I win. But if you fail, Durasan will haunt you forever, and no one has ever been able to fully escape her wrath. The elevator game is a disturbing ritual that supposedly transports you to a parallel world. Originating in Korea but now famous in Japan, it requires entering a 10-story building alone and pressing a sequence of elevator buttons 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, and 5. On the 5th floor, a woman will enter. Whatever you do not speak to her or look at her. After you press the button to go back to the 1st floor, the elevator will instead rise to the 10th. When the doors open, you'll find yourself in another world, a reality that looks like ours, but is unsettlingly empty. The sky is dark, and you'll feel an overwhelming sense of isolation. To return to your own world, you must press the same sequence of buttons, but many who've played the game report feelings of paranoia and confusion that make it difficult to escape. Worse, some players claim they've seen the mysterious woman appear in their world after the game is over. Could it be that you're bringing something back with you? Hyakumonogatari Kaidankai, or The Gathering of 100 Ghost Stories, is a centuries-old game that was once favored among samurai. Participants sit in a circle surrounded by 100 candles and take turns telling terrifying stories. After each tale, a candle is blown out, and the room grows darker and darker. This game isn't just for fun. Legend has it that after the 100th story, the collective fear summons a real ghost or spirit into the room. Players have reported seeing shadowy figures or hearing footsteps as the final candle goes out. Some claim that once the last story is told, the temperature drops, and they feel a cold hand brush past them. Many participants intentionally stop after 99 stories, terrified of what might be summoned. Would you risk finishing the game? One-man hide-and-seek, or Hitori Kakurenbo, is not your average hide-and-seek game. Instead, you're hiding from a spirit that possesses a doll. To play, you need a stuffed doll, rice, crimson thread, and your own fingernail clippings. At 3 AM, you begin by saying, "You are it," before hiding while the possessed doll looks for you. Players have reported hearing footsteps and a doll moving around the house on its own. Some have found it in places they never left it, while others claim the doll whispered their name as it hunted for them. To end the game, you must find the doll, pour salt water on it and declare, "I win." But if the doll finds you first, no one knows what happens. Those who didn't end the game properly have disappeared. Kagome is a children's game with sinister undertones. Participants sit blindfolded in the middle of a circle while others walk around them singing an eerie song. Kagome, Kagome, the bird in the cage, when will it escape? At the end of the song, the blindfolded person must guess who is standing behind them. The origins of this game are dark, with many believing that the lyrics refer to a trapped soul unable to escape death. Some say if you play Kagome Kagome at midnight, the person standing behind you might not be human. It could be a spirit. Those who've played it report hearing whispers, seeing shadows in the dark, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread as the game progresses. The game has left many terrified, and some claim that after playing, they were haunted by figures at night. Would you dare to let the spirit behind you tap you on your shoulder? With Halloween approaching, some of you may feel brave enough to tempt fate and play one of these cursed games. But remember, these aren't just stories. They've left people haunted, terrified, and some say even lost to another world. Play at your own risk.